What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about killing fears? Is there a time? What about all the things that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we've shed before? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth as we make sure? What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your only son? What about flowering fields? Is there a time? What about all the dreams that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the children dead from war? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth as we make sure? I used to dream, I used to glance beyond the stars. Now I don't know where we are, although I know we're drifting
Good morning. This is another ball out moment in a different way. A long time the people on the earth are ball out. Big up Michael Jackson. You understand what I say? Yes. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. Took a couple days off. You understand, kinda. You know what I mean? Get look a rest up and so. So we are back in the building and we're back in the space. I wanna say welcome to everybody that is here. I wanna say shout out to the people that will watch the replay. All I ask is that you guys hit the like button coming through the door. Let's get this to what? Let's get this video to 500 likes now. Yeah, man. Let's get this video to 500 likes, man. That would be amazing. You understand? So, without any further ado, the main topic today is Andrew and his business partner dropping the Integrity Commission case. We're going to go back, then go forward, but I have many other topics that I need to catch up on. Senator Scott Motley, the waste, the story about the public health issue at the JCF. That is something that's definitely on the agenda as well. And many other things we have to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. So without any further ado, because I don't want to waste any time, you understand? Let's get to the content. All right, let's establish some time. Let's establish some timestamps on this particular issue right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo VNR, and I would love to invite you to go and subscribe to all of my platforms. Coming through the door, please hit the like button. Now, some of my platforms are, excuse me, Bolo VNR clips. We're almost at 1,000 subs. I only need maybe 19 more persons or 16 or so to hit the like button. I'm not certain, but we're very, very close to 1,000 subs over by Bolo VNR clips. Maxine, how you doing? Good morning. More respect to you and everybody that is watching. So, Bolo VNR, that's the main channel. That's the one that birthed all the other channels. So yeah, I ask that you guys go over there and subscribe to both those and Bolo VNR 2.0 that I'm streaming on right now. Now, with the situation with the Prime Minister's business partner Norman Brown, let's get into it right here, ladies and gentlemen. This was December 6th, 2024. Another IC battle. Holdings business partner challenges the Integrity Commission report. Now, from this situation, this was December 6th. On January 15th, the Supreme Court granted PM's business associate Norman Brown permission to challenge the Integrity Commission. Right? It says here the Integrity Commission has reported that Norman Brown lost most of his grounds on which he sought a judicial review against the Commission regarding the report on the Prime Minister. Brown, a business associate of Andrew Onis, wanted the court to grant him leave to apply for a judicial review against decisions in the integrity report, investigation report into statutory declarations submitted by the Prime Minister for the year 2019 to 2022. The Supreme Court handed down its judgment yesterday. Mr. Brown had applied for permission to bring a judicial review claims against the Commission and the director of the investigation concerning aspects of the investigation report, in which conflict of interest concerns were raised regarding his personal or business relationship with the Prime Minister. He also sought permission to bring a judicial review claim regarding recommendations made for referrals to the Tax Administration Jamaica and the Financial Investigation Division. His application also aimed to secure permission for a judicial review claim concerning various declarations and a mandatory injunction to compel the Commission to amend the investigation report by removing all adverse findings made in relation to him. The Commission stated that it succeeded in challenging the grant to leave to a grant of leave to apply for judicial review against the commission, arguing that the investigation report was completed by the director of investigation. Let's read that again. The commission stated that it succeeded in challenging the grant of leave to apply for judicial review against the commission, right? Arguing the investigation report was completed by the director of investigation. As a matter of law, the director is the relevant decision maker against whom a claim for judicial review could be made. The court therefore refused to grant Mr. Brown's permission to make any of his intended judicial review against the commission. The commission indicated at the start of the proceedings that while it did not consider the claim for judicial review regarding the referrals to the Commissioner General and Tax Administration Jamaica, the Financial Investigation Division would likely succeed, it would not oppose granting Mr. Brown leave to challenge them, given the low threshold required for a leave to be granted. The judge therefore granted Mr. Brown leave to apply for judicial review only against the director of investigation in relating to that claim. Excuse me. The judge argued with the commission's attorneys and refused Mr. Brown's leave to apply for judicial review to challenge that part of the investigation report which observed conflicts of interest concerning regarding Mr. Brown's relationship, personal and business, with the Prime Minister. The judge also agreed with the commission that Mr. Brown's application for permission to apply for judicial review in respects of 6 declarations and the mandatory injunction he was seeking was misconceived, as those reliefs do not require leave from the court and should not have been included in his application. Mr. Brown's attorney applied for permission to appeal against the judgment regarding the judge's various orders against him. The judge dismissed their application. The commission stated that the judge orders are entirely consistent with its position and the submission of its attorneys. It added that it awaits the substantive claim from Mr. Brown and will respond accordingly. So, this situation, January 15th, ladies and gentlemen, was definitely not a win for Jonas' business partner, Norman Brown. And it led to this. Here, February 2nd, yesterday, PM business partner Norman Brown drops case against the IC. Now, my question is, what does this mean for Andrew Wallace's case against the IC? And furthermore, my other question is, why did Mr. Norman Brown even go against the IC? Was this an attempt to, buy time that went wrong? You know what I mean? Because when I look at this situation, what's up, Ryan Campbell? Salute you and salute everybody on the live. When I look at this situation, it really makes no sense to me that Norman Brown actually went against the IC, because it's a clear conflict of interest in regards to him being Andrew Jonas' business partner and was placed in several positions or a few positions in the office of the Prime Minister, being his business partner in a specific area of real estate. It was a clear conflict of interest, and it is a clear conflict of interest, which I don't see they have, remedied. I don't see any change. Isn't he still working in the office of the Prime Minister? Right? So all of these things that he wanted from the judge, which he was not granted, I guess it led to him and his attorneys deciding that, this is not going to be fruitful for us. So let's take a step back. And that is the gist of this story, where it comes on to Norman Brown. This still doesn't look good on the Prime Minister. And I think this is a lose not only for Norman Brown, but also for the Prime Minister of Jamaica. I think what they have successfully done in the case of the Prime Minister is by the time for this case to be tried after the elections. But my Jamaican people, several vloggers, including Hot Off the Press, Document TV, Mystic Sensation, Aromatic TV, Wayne Lonesome, Reasoning with Rattigan, you know, Anissa Bell Rose, you name it. They have been calling for you guys to step out in the streets, and peacefully protest this situation. And Jonas is not qualified. He's disqualified. Gideon, what's up? He's disqualified from even running for the office of the Prime Minister. As a matter of fact, you guys need to call for the entire resignation of the entire Jamaica Labour Party. It is a downright disgrace that none of them see it fit to call Andrew Onis out and request, demand that he resign from the Jamaica Labour Party completely, because what they're doing, in my opinion, is destroying their reputation forever. None of these individuals that is a part of the Jamaica Labour Party, from top to bottom, in my opinion, can be trusted. They are all tainted because they are quiet, even if they are not involved in anything, any alleged crimes, transnational or otherwise, or local or whatever, is the suspicion in regards to Andrew Hollis's report. Listen, they are complicit, right? They are all complicit, and there's no way any well-thinking Jamaicans should be trusting these people at this point. But I digress. Please let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? Remember, like, share, and subscribe to the platform if you have not already. Gideon, big up yourself. Alright, so that's the first story. Let's get to the rest. Where's the overlay? Bam. You know what? I don't really need the overlay. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo VNR, and Oral Tracy brought up a very, very important topic that I think Jamaicans have been, dodging. They have been dodging, ladies and gentlemen, and it's only because the women are under fire in this one. Yes, I said it. Ladies, the Jamaican women overall, this is something that we can put a broad brush and say, based off the numbers, it is sad, but Jamaican women, y'all is wanted in this one, boy. Let's listen to Oral Tracy about jacket and jacket giving. This was the first video that he put out. I'm only going to play a small part of it for, context purposes. Let's go.
They come to him, that is almost half. And the man they come to test, a jacket them get. Also, importantly, a nice little nuance to the argument when pointing
Velma,
out
how you doing?
most of these tests were...
Well, salute to Velma.
I say, them get jacket. Them never call no name, and them never going on no detailed. But apparently there's this private company where 876 DNA, apparently them in Jamaica now, them offer services are doing DNA tests to verify, the veracity of parenthood. So it was an interview with, I think, the CEO of the company there. And he revealed, say, watch a man, this thing is much more widespread than we all think. I think he used the percentage of 47% of all of the cases that come to him. That is almost half. And the man they come to test, a jacket them get. Also, importantly, a nice little nuance to the argument when point out that most of these tests were instigated by grandmothers of the men, grandmothers, mothers, sisters, aunts, relatives of the men who tell them, family, say, watch out, I'm not sure that pick me up here, go and do some DNA test. And as a result of that, almost 50%, almost 1 in 2, almost half of them, and when them go to the DNA test, with the picnic where them a mind and feces for them, 1 in 2 are the picnic them and not for them. I remember when we do the initial video, I think the figure was closer to like 1 in 3, And we say, oh, well, this alarming already. Well, more recent data I show say now it's more 1 in 2. And you don't stop this up. Almost like a big coincidence now. This video with this foreign virgin now. I talk about the rate of paternity fraud amongst the various nationality them. And right on cue. Alright, listen to him.
The research found that 30% of Nigerian men are fathering children that aren't theirs. Nigerian women rank 2nd highest on paternity fraud in the whole world. And guess who ranks number 1? Jamaican women. Jamaican women have a paternity fraud cuckoldry rate of 62%.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
Listen to him.
The research found that 30% of Nigerian men are fathering children that aren't theirs. Nigerian women rank 2nd highest on paternity fraud in the whole world. And guess who ranks number 1? Jamaican women. Jamaican women have a paternity fraud cuckoldry rate of 62%. You're more likely to get someone else's kid than your own if you're banging up a Jamaican girl.
62% female. So matter how no cut and slice and dice it, people. Make we be honest about it, no? Can we be honest about it? Can we do the first video, a lot of people never want to be honest about it,
So let us be honest about it, ladies and gentlemen, because it's really out of hand. Now, this is all angles I'm going to play now. They actually put up a documentary about the individual that has the paternity company. Althea, how are you doing? Welcome, right? So let's listen in to this.
Has a special report.
Oh, my bad, y'all.
Oh my God, my classmate.
My bad. Don't tell me that I messed up. Did I mess up? Looks like I did. Wait a minute. Alright. Give me a second, guys. Got messed up there. It's an easy fix. Just a slip of the finger, but this 62% of the women in Jamaica is giving men jacket. That is out of control. That is wild. Alright, that is alarming. Alright, no matter how you want to slice it. If it was us, the men, that was doing some stuff like that, and the roles was reversed, man, man, listen, the women would be taking our heads off about that. So I really want to hear from the women in the comment section about this. Alright, because this is a very serious situation. You're talking about men giving their life to a situation, raising these children up thinking it's their own, going to work every day, putting their life in danger, pressing to make ends meet, the emotional and physical stress of it all, only to find out years later. Sometimes they don't find out and they're not here anymore, thinking that the essence of them is being carried on with this child. You know how important a child is to a man? That's him leaving the earth while his seed is still roaming this earth and making him proud. There's a certain level of pride where that is concerned. So it is the ultimate betrayal for a woman to give a man a jacket. The ultimate betrayal. This is not no small thing. This is not no little thing. This is a big deal. All right, I'm just putting the overlay up because, fair use, but let's continue.
She might be fooling around with 2 men. She go play hokey pokey to find out which one is the better daddy, which one is the better candidate. So it's like Russian roulette. Is it Tom, Dick, or Harry? Which is the better father? So it doesn't really matter who is the biological dad, especially in this economy. Like, people can hardly afford to live.
Paternity fraud. A mother telling a man he fathered a child knowing it's not true. In Jamaican, it's called giving a man jacket. The word alone stirs up strong emotions.
I think it's diabolical the way how women just throw kids to men who aren't really the father. And I think they should go under harsh punishment.
And yet, it seems widespread.
Person them forgot my friend. Person.
47% of Jamaicans who used the services of the company 876 DNA test in 2024 received an adverse result. In fact, the crude percentage is higher. 52% of all DNA tests at the company returned adverse results. Some were done by Jamaicans in the diaspora and could not be assigned a parish, and so the company adjusted the numbers down. Either way, that's an adverse result for 1 in every 2 tests.
Well, the number is extremely high. So we've heard higher numbers before, but I think that this is the closest to an accurate record that we probably have of the issue in Jamaica because of the scope and operation of 876 DNA tests. So we have 64 locations across the island. We're in all 14 parishes and most major townships. The people who do DNA testing in our facilities come from all over Jamaica.
Teran Duar is CEO of 876 DNA Test. The tests done were not just by fathers or presumed fathers, but also by relatives.
Paternity testing is when you test a child against a father. Relationship testing, you can test the aunt or uncle. That category of test is called an avuncular DNA test to determine whether or not the child is the father's child. So you test the father's brother or sister. You can test the father's mother or father, which will be the child's grandparent. You can do a grandparent test. You can do siblingship tests. So the adverse result is a catch-all phrase we use to say we expected you to be related and you're not.
It's important to explain that this doesn't mean that 1 out of every 2 men in Jamaica is the victim of paternity fraud. It means that 1 out of every 2 tests done by this company had an adverse result. But there has been intense, widespread reaction.
So people, 1 out of every 2 women they had to attest at this paternity give the man a jacket, you know. That is 50% of the women give the men jacket. In Jamaica, this is a good number for actually gauge it off. You guys are the GOAT of giving man jacket. Nigeria come second and only come first. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, listen.
To the new data.
Sometimes them don't really know. Which is some of them know, them wicked enough, them know. Which is some innocent, them don't know, say, is the next man's child. To when the child start to grow now and start to show features, then them realize, so there is a problem is here.
You know, say, me not agree with that lady. None of them not innocent. You were sleeping around with several different men. And you know, say, when I sleep around with several different men. You never went to sleep and the man sleep with you. You were awake and you were engaged. So, you know that there's a possibility because you did have unprotected sex with the man or any type of sex. Condom can burst. You know, so there's a possibility, say, is a next man child. Right? And with that knowledge, you proceeded to not tell the man, say, it's a possibility it's not your child. You understand? It's crazy. It's crazy.
Do whatever the crunch you want.
Diabolical is the word. Then forgot prison.
Delicious, crispy.
It's difficult to get people directly involved to speak.
We've been speaking so far with over a dozen people, either directly or indirectly affected by paternity fraud. No one wants to speak about this because of how difficult a subject this is to confront. We finally found someone who has agreed to share his story with us, who has been directly affected by paternity fraud. We're now on our way to St. Thomas to speak with him.
Driving to St. Thomas typifies driving anywhere in Jamaica. Parts of the road smooth and developed, much of it bumpy and uncomfortable. Almost as uncomfortable as openly speaking about being a jacket in Jamaica. Port Morant, on the outskirts of the capital Morant Bay, is the setting for our story. It's where Errol Scott grew up. He always felt he was different from his 4 brothers and 1 sister.
I recognize I was short. Most of my brothers then were tall because mommy has 7 of us, 1 girl, 6 boys. I was the 3rd boy for mommy, but when I discovered the first child for my father, I recognized that I was not from this stock.
He ignored whispers he was a jacket all his life until he was 40 years old in the year 2000. By now, the man who fathered him had died. He was and...
Hear all them something you know, people. Hear all them something. When the man reached 40,
still is an ordained pastor.
One Friday, I went to Morant Bay. My wife was working at Morant Bay Parish Library then, and she worked with a woman by the name of Yvonne. I don't remember her surname. And Yvonne said to me, oh, you come into the library, and I was calling you today, Scotty, and you never answer. So something clicked in my mind. Could this be the brother they said that looks like me?
But he still had to be sure. This man just so happened to be religious as well.
He invited me, that young man, because I knew him from Norris, you know.
The man who you found out was your brother?
Yes, man, I knew him from Norris.
You knew him from before?
Yes.
Long time?
Yeah, but two man look like man. Me never put it, say he could be my brother.
Wow.
So when he called me now, he said he's having a convention. And where he was pastoring is a place in St. Thomas, right in St. Thomas here.
So this man himself is also a pastor?
Yes, he's a pastor.
The man's sister used to watch Mr. Scott preach for years.
They used to see me come and preach at churches, and they would say, Jesus Christ, what a man look like, Daddy.
Then came an invitation to speak at a convention.
When he invited me to the convention, something clicked in my spirit. Is it that he's inviting me for his wife and children to see me and to ask some thought-provoking question? After the meeting, we exchanged number, and I was saying to myself, why he's so interested in getting my number? But I didn't say anything to him. But Bvrfam then Giovanni, trust me, the Holy Spirit told me, this is your brother.
This is your brother?
Yes. So when I got home, as I got in, my phone rang, and he said, Mr. Scott. I said, what, Mr. Coleman? He said, I have something to tell you, you know. And I prayed to him in saying, you want to tell me so we are brother? And he started crying.
He started to cry?
He started to cry.
What was your reaction?
Well, tears well up my eyes too.
He had always dismissed the idea that his biological father was not the man who raised him until now. He immediately inquired whether he was still alive.
So
I have to pause right there, so because you see, the emotional trauma which I was talking about, these are grown men that was brought to tears because of the wickedness of a woman that gave the man jacket. Two brothers that was supposed to connect with each other throughout them lifetime was robbed of the opportunity, time that cannot be given back. A father that was robbed of the opportunity of knowing his son. A man took care of this man thinking it was his son. You see how many lives are affected by a woman that give a man jacket? Them figure prison. I mean, now take it back. I love when about to figure prison where do it knowingly. When you figure prison. Wickedness.
That's a man that is a live man. And my sister them may want trouble, you know, because them say it happened a long time, you know, if you go and trouble the man. But to me see you know, I say a death stamp papa. Me say fly or fly low. Me have to carry in the family.
They planned to meet up the following day. Mr. Scott didn't sleep that Friday night.
I don't think I slept as I normally do for the entire night because the anticipation was great. So when I got up the Saturday morning and prepared meal, the time he told me that he was coming, he came about 2 minutes after the time. And when he drove up with him, he said, "Come, Mr. Coleman. I said, I hope you cook food early morning." And the way I said, man, and the way he laugh and talk, he say, yes, this is my stock.
Because finally, he saw his features in someone else's face. It was more of the same when he reached the house in Cheswick.
And my sisters actually saw me. And the way they laughed, you know, the joy, the vibes, the camaraderie, you can see that the DNA is that close. Man, it's like they knew me a long time. They never even want me to leave the yard.
And then he met his father.
I can't recall seeing him from a distance, but the first time in close proximity, and I hugged. And he didn't cry, but I cried.
He cried?
And when I look at him, just how my nose stay, the way he laugh.
I was just about to say that. You can see the distinction in the nose, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I feel him daddy that. You can see it.
The way he see things, I said, this is my father.
But then, a myriad of questions swirled in his head, along with a myriad of emotions, not all pleasant.
Having hugged him and felt elated, and like that feeling a bit, I start to think now, like I feel like a slight anger. Like, what would it like? Because my brother started to tell me how he taught them to swim and to catch fish together. And I was imagining, what would it be like to be brought up with him?
So,
wanna say, I want to really pay attention to what the man is saying, you know. At 40 plus years old, this man found himself being jealous of his siblings because he was robbed of the opportunity of having his father teaching him how to swim. Simple little things like that you take for granted. You see how important those things are for a child to have their father in their lives. And a lot of you women out there, not just in Jamaica, rob the men them of these opportunities. Wicked. Don't forget, prison. Nah, stop saying.
Why did his father stay away for 40 years?
My father told me that my mother said, leave the boy alone and don't mess up the boy head because it happened a long time already. Make it just slide. So my father apologized to me, say, I could have come and see you a long time, but my mother, can't let me tell you, my mother wasn't a simple woman. You know, my mother, like, she rules men. Like my mother run things in a relationship. If my mother said, this is B, you can't tell her when you say, I see.
All right, I'm glad Sam said that. You see what you wicked? She decide, how selfish can you be? She decides, say, me know what is best for this man, this young man. Which clearly she didn't. She did not know. She was selfish. She was thinking about herself and how things would look for her. Because whatever the case might be, them sleep together and she have somebody else. And whatever the case might be, she's selfish. She was thinking about herself. Prison. Wickedness.
Having gone through the euphoria of meeting his father, he felt anger building, but not toward any of his parents.
No, just anger within myself. It wasn't directed to anybody. Because having spoke to my father at length, asked him why I'm just knowing you. And he explained, I believe he not coming to see me was really justifiable, knowing that my mother, God, my mother would have even told him, I'd do something to him for him not to come. I wouldn't say I was angry at mommy, but I was disappointed at my mother.
So, what was the story of how his mother and his father got together while she was in another relationship?
My father and the man.
Well, there you go. She was in another relationship and slept with the man. Hey, boy.
With whom my mommy lived, the father of my other sibling, were very good friends. But him couldn't dance. And my father was a roots man, dancer, innovative, and he was amazed by profession.
You guys.
Hey, may I tell you, so you see, us kids, especially boys, we make excuses for our mother's failure because of the love for her. But this lady slept with another man while with a man. And you hear the first thing him say, his father was a dancer and did flashy and ray. But hold on. We really go on. Alright, you sleep with him at one thing. But you get pregnant for him. Right? So for wipe shame out of your eyes now. You decide say, oh, the thing gone too far now, man. Enough of the man, hey, a lot of the men are afraid to speak the truth. I am not. I'm going to give you the unadulterated truth, unfiltered truth. Praise to them for God. That me I tell you.
And apparently, my mother now is a sporter. So my mother used to go to dance. And I was told that he was the one to whom that man delegate the responsibility to take my mother. So him and my mother ride go dance.
So Mr. Scott trust Mr. Coleman.
Yes,
wife
that's
go
what
dance.
I'm saying. I mean wife then.
Was his girlfriend?
His girlfriend. So like
my virgin said nice.
Virgin man. Like in Rome, but if that never happened, I would not be here.
Wow. The man, this a story I get more diabolical. So the man virgin used to carry female like a dance and female father sleep with him virgin woman. And the man trust him. I will say he was definitely fool to trust anybody for taking woman God dance. I will say that. However, he had so much trust in his wife or his girlfriend at the time, and she totally betrayed that trust to the point where she has another child by another child outside of that relationship. Wow. And never told this man, this brother right here. Wow.
Here's how it happened.
Him say, John, so no woman a Chiswick where you love. And my father in response say, you me love. So me know me on camera, but me have the same say. So I came peace and I get me. And he said, no, man, me get up on bed, man. And I say, then if mama said to you, are you me love? I want to come over from came peace and I was like, that the response we want, so mama like a long time. So it was a big laugh for the family.
But at the time, it was no laughing matter when the man who raised Errol found out Errol was not his biological son. Following her infidelity, his mother's partner, Mr. Scott, was determined to harm the man who impregnated his spouse. But his mother made them relocate from Cheswick, where they were originally from, to Port Morant. None of the children knew what had happened.
Because having left Chiswick, it safeguard my father. Because I heard the man say he's going to kill my father, you know, for what he did.
Betrayal of trust, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's move on to Maverick. Maverick. So, all angles, I guess they had their, their dialogue about that particular special that they showed. I don't have time to show all of that because this reaction is going to lead into 30 plus minutes. So let's hear what Maverick had to say about the reaction from the All Angles team in this one. In regards to this is a crisis in Jamaica. 1 in 2 of the women in Jamaica giving the men them jacket. This is a crisis. Let's hear what he has to say.
Here you two probably the Maverick upon the trail again. Still, with the best and most credible opinion, still fair and fearless analysis. And finally, we've had an in-depth discussion on national television in Jamaica about the crisis of Jamaican women giving the most jacket in the world. One of the ladies was a professor of gender, sexuality, and psychology. Next one is a social anthropologist. That's a gentleman. And another gentleman is a gynecologist and a social commentator. And of course, the host of the program is, of course, an attorney at law. So we got a very sophisticated perspective on this very complex issue. But look, I'm disappointed in the discussion. Again, there's a lot of deflection. There's not a lot of shying away from the core issue. A lot of cowardice on display. And throughout the 1 hour program, and about half an hour of it was spent on the discussion, there was not one single solitary moment in the discussion when any of the commentators and the guests had the I was going to say balls, but had the cojones to lay the blame squarely where it ought to lie. On the carelessness, first of all, and then the downright wickedness and the deception of the Jamaican women who continue to give the most jacket in the entire world. None of these sophisticated people brave enough to call the spade. What you get is a lot of them skipping around the issue. We hear, oh Lord, we have to be careful how we break the bonds. We have to be careful how the emotional attachment. We have to dig deeper into the reasons why these things happen. We can't just blame one person. We have to look at the whole social and the whole sociological impact of their lives and what this might do to the children. One bag of bullshit. None of them, not one single solitary person at the hour when we listen to the discussion, was brave enough and honest enough to say, come on, man, these women need to stop this. Here's one part of the discussion that it came up that there are 2 types of paternity fraud. One of them is deliberate, and the next one, they call it misalignment. That means that one of them, the woman knowingly.
Responding to emails takes time, but not with Grammarly. In a few clicks, Grammarly's generative AI
give a man the picnic where she knows she enough him. The other one now is when she don't know she enough him, but she give. None of them identify say that woman who don't know who her pick the father is a careless woman, Or if you have unprotected sex with so much people in this day and age that you don't know which one of them are your baby father. They tell us, so one time we do a video on that channel here. So the world is a world of hypocrites, The more and more we delve into this world and delve into the issues of humanity, you realize that most people are hypocrites, Most people are hypocrites. You see, people who don't like hypocrisy like me, we are the minority. When people can handle hypocrisy, and people who generally like call a spade, are people like me, They get in trouble, and you lose a lot of friends, and you rub people wrong because you like to call a spade, and you like to talk truth. None of these people that I listen to for the 1 hour talking about paternity fraud, and the fact that Jamaican women, it is documented, scientifically proven, that Jamaican women are the most deceptive creatures on the face of the earth when it comes to man-woman relationship. They're afraid to talk the truth. They find all kind of deep-seated, sophisticated, nuanced reasons to talk around the issue, but don't hit the core on the head. There is, of course, the suggestion of mandatory DNA testing right when they pick the bond. No surprise, all of them shut it down. Say, no, No. It will cause violence on the women and violence on the children. And no.
Whoa.
A lot of men actually want to have a child and can't have a child.
So you see, the classic women not taking accountability in this case. Because how can they argue that giving a man a jacket is somewhat them doing the man a favor? Because some man want a child and no, you know, you're gonna mess up the kids. You know what mess up the kids? Not having them know who their real father, or in this case their father, is. That's what messes up the kids. There are many studies out there that show that a man not being the child's life, that child is less balanced. That child is like a ticking time bomb in society. All the scientific research shows that when a child is grown up by a single father versus a single mother, there is a big difference, and it does not favor the single mothers. And if we are honest about our society right now, I'm not saying that the women are to be blamed. However, the fact of the matter is there's a lot more single parent homes on the mother side. And look at our society. I'm just saying, the importance of a man cannot be understated. So the real father of that child, as long as that child father is alive, they should know their real dad. Now, if the woman is honest with the man and let him know, listen, I messed up. I cheated on you, and there's a possibility that this is not your child. Well, I will tell you that maybe 5 or 6 out of 10 men might still forgive that woman, because you know, as horrible as some women make men sound, especially Jamaican men, a whole heap of Jamaican men take care of jacket and them know it, you know. A lot of them are taking care of kids that are not their own, because Jamaican men are not so bad. You understand? And that's a fact. A lot of Jamaican men are doing that. Some of them is not even sleeping with the woman them, but because of who they are as men, they are taking care of children out there. And they are not highlighted, because women, well, not all women, but a lot of women love to paint men in the most negative way, shape, or form. But these statistics is not something that they can run around. You understand? 1 in every 2 women in Jamaica. I'm afraid. Me I tell you that right now. I am scared out of my mind. And Nigeria is a second best. Nigerian women, I am sorry and I apologize. I want nothing. Absolutely. Why would I leave Jamaica and go to Nigeria to look at a woman when they are second in command in giving man jacket? Why would I do that? I'm already in a crazy space right here. So guess what? I need to pray to God and ask God to deliver a good woman to me. Because the chances of me getting a jacket is 1 in 2. More than 50% chance of dealing with a Jamaican woman. And that is the facts. And it's a crying shame, ladies and gentlemen. It's a crying shame. But anyway, I will not be belaboring that point or going any further. The statistics speaks for themselves. I'm sure the comment section will be going crazy. You know, yeah. Let me know what y'all think about the jacket situation in Jamaica getting out of hand, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and as bad as things are, the Jamaica Labour Party, I think he mentioned there is a member of the Jamaica Labour Party that is responsible for this portfolio, and he suggested that there should be, I think he's the Speaker of the House. What's his name again? He was in a lawsuit. Oh, here he is. This dude right here. I don't take tea with him, to be honest with you. But hey, give him props. He has called out the fact that there needs to be mandatory DNA testing. And I'm asking myself the question, why would women oppose to this? This is how wicked the woman them is. And listen, any woman that opposed to mandatory DNA tests are no wicked. I'm not take back my talk. Because you guys want to entertain the possibility of a man getting a jacket. right, and putting that man and that child, several different people in trauma. The man we are there with, the real father, and the picnic are picnic them. Uno wicked, uno forgot prison, mandatory DNA testing, definitely 100%. Just like when they walk out, the man them got court for child for child support. Yes, mandatory DNA testing. If it's found that you are lying about that man being the father of the child, you forgot prison. And some compensation needs to be given back to the man them. Just like only take money from the man them for make sure say they might take care of their responsibility. Only need to give back the man them money. You can imagine a man, a child, and people are going to say, oh, Bolo, you sound harsh. No. The woman, them wicked. We do this. Them wicked, man. I am not harsh. They are wicked. And we need to tell the truth. The harsh truth. The unfiltered truth. The non-apologetic truth. The women that do this is wicked. 40 years a man live before him know the truth about him father. To the point that the man a break down in a tears, and you think there's many more stories that is more horrifying than that one. The emotional damage that the man them go through. You understand what I say? This is terrible. It's terrible. But this man right here, and I don't think the opposition opposes to it either. And I don't think they should. This something is a real issue in Jamaica that needs to be addressed expeditiously. As soon as possible. Mandatory testing, man. So we can know, alright, Bridget, a year, pick this, you know. So now you have to take full responsibility. In your heart and mind, and I have no doubt. So this child is yours. Okay? Good. And we can do the right thing for our children at that point. Simple as that. I know woman is supposed to inner them feelings because a man want to make sure that yeah, you're tested. We know this is our child. Yeah, no woman should be no good woman, no virtuous woman should oppose to this. When you hear the statistics, you should not be opposed to this. And yo, Mister, if you really if you could be a fly on the wall when women are speaking about these issues, you would know how wicked some of them Jamaican woman is. Yes, the boy have money and this one have none, so I give him that picnic. They think like that. Them wicked. They forgot prison. And I rest my case. But tell them what I think in that comment section. Anyway, let's go to the next topic. Because there's so much things to say right now. So much things to say right. We got so much things to say. We're done with this. Yeah, we're done with this. Let's see what I'm going to say. Yes, that topic I know. I have to go here so now, ladies and gentlemen. I think I get out of hand. And that topic I go quick, you know. Not really run a joke with the thing. I have so much things to deal with. So much things. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, in recent times we have come across a health hazard that we have to speak on. Yes. The public health sector threatens notice on the NWC for area 4Q sewage nuisance. Let's listen.
Game of hide and seek with potholes is major, but sadly common, especially when it rains. This pothole, though, is not filled with rainwater. This is raw sewage.
Like and share, people. Like and share. Can you imagine a driver your car splash up in a raw sewage? What can go so something, right?
Motorists playing a losing game of hide and seek with potholes is major, but sadly common, especially when it rains. This pothole, though, is not filled with rainwater. This is raw sewage.
A lot of the cars don't realize that it's sewage water, so they just speed and it just all over the place.
Claudette has worked across the road for 17 years.
I come across the road a while ago, my fair play condition there come across.
And while Claudette still comes to get her lunch on the plaza, other customers stay away.
Reason being because many persons don't want to cross the water to come over, and as well as persons will complain about the raw sewage because at times it is very stink. This is bad for business.
Simone
Hey, that lady that own the restaurant here, I wonder if she can sue NWC or government for this. I think she have a clear case, you know. Right? She have a clear case because you are hampering her business. She can make claims for hundreds or millions of dollars depending on how long that thing has been there as a nuisance. Very interesting. Let's continue.
Henry operates the food establishment on the plaza. Anik, who also works on the plaza, says her business is closest to the smell.
Every other month, if not every month, it run out on the road. Sometime in last year, the water commission came. They didn't fix it. They just divert the water over around the back area of Mobile Reserve. So when the breeze blow, all of that smell comes in my shop.
When that happens, customers come out.
It affect the whole part out here, so stink. I hears it again, and I just know.
Sometimes we can't come out because my family sell chicken over.
Well, on the way, what?
Emotional damage.
Years. And I just know we need a starting and an ending point. How long them say this are going? No, I take that back. That lady, if that restaurant has been there for a while, she has been losing millions upon millions of dollars because of that sewage right there. Who wants to buy food where you have waste sewage water just splashing all on the road, stink up the place? Who's gonna go near a restaurant near that? Remember the lady with the crab lady, ladies and gentlemen? Who remember the crab lady? The crab lady now take up herself and go to the bathroom and do the wrong thing, and people stop buying food from her. Then my goodness, this lady have a restaurant. She cannot be blamed, obviously, for this situation. So who is to be blamed? Need to get challenged, they need to get sued. Yeah, a serious thing.
Over there, and she can't come out when it's still bad.
Our news center has received reports of this for close to 2 years. It almost seems criminal that it persists. It affects a basic school, a courthouse, a primary school, several businesses on this plaza, motorists and pedestrians.
Everybody need to sue. Them need to find out who is responsible and them need to sue. Yes.
But this is actually not what's most shocking. Walking in the median, we saw that the leak started at this section of the fence. So, to trace the source, we drove onto the JCF's Specialized Operations Property, or the area commonly called Mobile Reserve. This is what we saw. I'm trying to trace the source of it, and it seems to be somewhere in this green area, and so it is somewhere in here. But then there were more sources. Here it is.
My goodness, just look at this. The soldier them and the police them, I mean, like, look at this area right here, so. Hey, the government now said them have spent how much money on the infrastructure and all of these things. So how comes we have this situation here, ladies and gentlemen? How is it possible when they boast that they have been putting so much money in it? So why money never put in a fixing this? This is happening for years, isn't it? Why was this problem not fixed? Look at the building. Let's look at the building. The place one paint, the place one do over. Mighty God.
I can see.
No wonder the police them come out angry. The environment that the police them are working with, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a psychologist or professional in that regard, but I would think that your environment is going to affect your emotion and your vibe. And I am getting angry vibes just looking at this. And for them to be living in this every day and moving and working in this condition every day, no one of them come out and abuse the people. The government is to be blamed at the end of the day. The government is to be blamed. And however far back this goes, if the PMP is to be blamed as well, them is to be blamed. This is a piss poor situation. This is embarrassing. This should not happen. You're talking about the persons that's supposed to defend us, the people of Jamaica, right? And maintain law and order and look at the conditions them have to be working and living in. And this camp right here, so this property. Wagwan Patrick? No sir.
Toilet paper.
Like I share
And
with the people. No,
this is next to barracks, where JCF members sometimes sleep. This is also what flows onto the roadway.
Wanna hear that? This is where they sometimes sleep. So I was correct. And look at the conditions, man.
Still, more sewage running on the property in the open. Multiple JCF staff members have told us they don't feel cared for. No one wanted to speak on camera.
Obviously. Why do you think they don't want to speak on camera? They might lose them job. One phone call from Andrew Jones. You understand? No film office this thing I run right now. Right? So Andrew Jones, we're not gonna put sole blame for you where this is concerned, you know. But now that this is highlighted, which it shouldn't have been something that need to be highlighted before it was fixed. So after 9 years, this is still the case in a year administration. So you have to get a whole heap of blame, because you never fix it. And don't tell me say they have plans to fix it, because we don't hear come tell me say, oh, you know, this is an issue and we have it on our agenda to fix. The road them alone are a problem. And spark can't even spark it. But I digress. What I'm saying is, this needs to be fixed expeditiously, in general. Right? We now put money into election. Right? By election and them something. They tell me say $2 million couldn't fix that situation. Eh? It's just about caring, you know. These are the most uncaring government. What I'm going to fix, right? These are the most uncaring government, me say. It's all about just taking some care.
But the sight and smell of sewage spoke for itself. Andrea Hardware is the program director at the School of Public Health at the University of Technology. She says that this is a prime area for spreading communicable diseases.
You hear that?
We have open borders, and of course, we are very close with countries that still have issues with cholera. We have typhoid fever that is endemic in Jamaica still. And therefore, improper disposal of sewage or even, we refer to it as excreta, it is highly unacceptable.
Beyond being unacceptable, it is a breach of the nuisance regulation under the Public Health Act 1995.
Uno screenshot that. The Public Health Nuisance Regulation Act of 1995. This is a breach. Again, people, we need to get to the lawyers, here. Yeah, man. We need to get to the lawyers, man. All them business places that has been suffering. We ask, man. We need to sue the government, man.
Section 3, subsection 1 and 2, note 1. No person shall cause or permit a nuisance on any premises owned or occupied by him. 2. No person shall cause a nuisance on any premises or aid and abet any other person to cause or permit a nuisance on any other premises. Is that fit for human habitation, for people to be living in that?
Absolutely not. Given what we saw on the video, I think immediate action needs to be taken.
Thank you. Big up that lady. Exactly. Thank you. Big up this lady. Immediate. Laura Wheatley, what's up? Good morning to you. Oh, good afternoon. I forgot to say the overseas there. Good afternoon. Hope all is well with you, love.
And I think the Public Health Department needs to be brought into play without delay.
She believes people who work or live temporarily in the area should be relocated and the affected area fixed. Further, with the sewage also affecting the public,
it is now exposed to the past in public, and there are food establishments, and now we're hearing that schools are in the area. So yeah, it is widespread, and I think under the nuisance regulations, actions can be taken.
Okay.
Would you describe this as an emergency that needs immediate attention?
Absolutely.
Acting Commissioner of Police
Look at
Michael
that.
Phipps.
You know what kind of mosquito you can get from that? Ugh. Like, bro.
Was recently put in charge of the Area 4 Police Division where the property is located.
Our property management team has been on the compound and have made assessment and is in the process of doing all the necessary procurement around the repairs.
Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.
Well, may I tell you, people see the article here from Nationwide now. This was February 1st. Chief Public Health Inspector for Kingston and St. Andrew, Grayson Hutchinson, says he intends to serve a statutory notice of the National Water Commission on the persistent sewage challenges at the Area 4 Police Headquarters on West Street. Area 4 comprises Kingston East, Kingston Central, and Kingston West, St. Andrew Central, and St. Andrew South. That's a huge... Man, what?
I have observed that there is a blockage of a manhole on the compound. In addition to that, I have observed that the overflow from the manhole is going directly into a drain on the compound. The situation is untenable. It is a situation that has occurred from time to time, and it should have been corrected a long time ago. So it is our intention to serve a statutory notice on the ACP or SSP in charge of this facility and the acting president of the National Water Commission for them to ensure that resources are procured to bring a resolution to this problem.
You know what? How you doing, Sassy 81? Godson, big up. You know what burns me, guys, is that this situation would not have been dealt with if it was not made public. If public attention was not because this article is after this, After this came out on TVJ, that's when this happened. Now, it further, highlights the importance of highlighting what media does. Whether you're independent media like myself or whether you're mainstream media, it is important that we keep our foot on these situations and highlight them so that we can have solutions in real time. This is nasty. Literally, this is nasty. My goodness. It says Grayson Hutchinson, Chief Public Health Inspector for Kingston and St. Andrew. He was speaking during a visit to the Area 4 headquarters on Thursday. Mr. Hutchinson says the sewage problems at the headquarters also have the possibility to impact schools, restaurants located nearby. Meanwhile, talk about our children. The pity them. What? Hey. Meanwhile, Mayor of Kingston, Andrew Sewage, says he has written to the ministry with responsibility for the environment, Matthew Samuda, to address matters concerning the removal of sewage in the corporate area. Listen to this.
I don't want to confine the discussion just to what exists here, but what exists into the broader Kingston and St. Andrew. I have written to the minister, Samuda, invited him to the council meeting last month. No, actually it's this month, which he hasn't responded as yet to me, because I want him to give us an overview of the master plan of dealing with the sewage issue. This is something that has plagued the entire Kingston and St. Andrew, and we want to see how best we can resolve it. We want to know what time frame the government will be addressing these issues, and I believe that the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation is the right forum for him to come and have a discussion. I've heard him speak to it on political platforms, but so far he has not been able to speak to us in a meeting.
Matthew Samuda, you're being called to action, sir. This is something that needs to be dealt with immediately. Now, what Mr. Swaby is saying is that this matter is not just for that single area, but it's a problem in all of Kingston. Whether Kingston Central, North, West, South, it don't matter. And he's not lying. I've been to Kingston several times, and there's areas where I'm like, why is the areas like this? You know what I'm saying? It's bad, man.
I've also had discussions with the NWC, and they didn't give much of it. And I think my interpretation of it was above their pay grade. So I would love for the minister to have them discussions with us, as I've written to him before, and to see what can be done. I've been talking to the police, and clearly they are not happy. It threatens their health. Just imagine an outbreak to the policemen that live there, or police that interact with the other officers here. We can't have our first responders living in this type of condition.
We can't have nobody at all living in that type of condition. We can't have the students, them, nobody, the regular citizens, nobody. But I understand what Mr. Swaby is saying, because these people are the ones that are supposed to be the one that on the front line. So how can we jeopardize their health? We already don't have enough police compared to the population as it is. So why would they, man, this situation should have been fixed. This situation should have been fixed. This is horrible. I'm telling you. This is no joke. Ugh. Lord, take that down. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Motorists playing a losing game of hide and seek with potholes.
Guys, that is sewage water. Alright?
Major, but sadly,
sewage.
Common, especially when it rains. This pothole though.
Oh God, I can't imagine when it rains. That only takes the sewage water further, you know. I think God have Daniel. I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about that in the comment section. No, sir. We can't even say yeah, because this one require boo. A straight booing for this one. You understand? That situation is a boo. That's a straight boo right there, man. Oh, yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. Alright, on to the next one. Where are we now? So I dealt with the sewage, I dealt with that, and I dealt with this. Now it's time to go into the speeches from last night. Yeah, now it's time to go into that. Alright, let's go here. Big up BOJ TV. Big up BOJ TV, alright? Yeah, I just gonna share my screen. Patrick said, what I go around and see the things that need to be addressed and can't count on finger. Yeah, I mean, man, we need leaders on every level that is serious about making changes in Jamaica, bro. That's what we need. We really need that. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, in this particular reaction, I'll be going through KD Knight's speech in Damon Crawford area. I'll be going through his speech. I will be going through the party leader speech and Dr. Dayton Campbell's speech, and also Damon Crawford, the party leader. Let me see. Yes. And also, so where's Damon Crawford one? Oh, comes Minister that one. That's crazy. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, as I said, big up me. See, I'm subscribed, alright? Go subscribe. Big up BO. Oh yes, also we have to talk about Isaac Buchanan as well. With that crazy, we never do that. Yeah, we have to talk about that, alright? So we're gonna go through all right, ladies and gentlemen, right? Let's go through this one first, cause he was the first one. See what he has to say. Alright, hit the like button, of course. Peer music, you know, so you know where it go. Watch Damien excited, man. That in a good energy and vibes. energy. Yeah. As you can see, the people them turn out, and this is early.
Blessings. I'm gonna ask for some silence, please. Right. I'm gonna ask that the horns just turn them off, cause it's the message that I'm asking you to listen to. All right. My respects for the silence. Now I'm sending greetings from Portland Eastern, and I come to support Damian Crawford, who has the portfolio for the Ministry of Education. A portfolio that is lacking in any ideas to increase and enhance the economic viability of the young people all across Jamaica. Now we have this thing called stigma. You see, if you're black and you're not on money, they put you in one side of Jamaica and they put you as outcast. There is no upliftment for you under the current government. And I want you to stop and think, what do I want for my life and my future? And then look to your kids and those younger than you and say, what future do they have? You will have the obvious answer. No future for them. So if you want to feel like a human being and you want to feel like you are somebody and people see you like I see you, each and every one of you, then your only option is to vote for the People's National Party. Similarly, for most of you, your only escape from poverty is education. So we need a type of education that can help us to escape poverty. It sounds circular, not true? So hear what? In 2025, we have what is called a technological deficit. That means the children are going to school and they don't have the laptops and the iPads and all of these, the tablets. So we have to find a way to ensure that our children have the tools that they need to get where they need to get, that is tertiary education, so that they can make real money. And I want you to listen to me, you know. That's why I don't want the hands. Because we have a government right now that want every Jamaican for just be nothing, so they can feel like they are something. Yes? And they're going to tell you, wait on this prosperity that never came in the last 9 years. Then they're going to ask you, give me 5 more years. But what are you going to tell them? What are you going to tell them? All right. I'm going to address just one person. Just this week, I hear the Prime Minister of Jamaica say, people who are deported and have the criminal records, they must meet the judge or meet the maker. Now, let me tell you something. Any government leader that invite the police force to kill citizens of Jamaica is not fit to be a leader. I don't even have to talk about 28 bank accounts. This is a new thing that I want you to listen to. The sons and daughters of Jamaica must have their human rights respected. So the right to a fair trial, the right to due process, everything that make una favorite DJ free, una must have it as well. So I want you to know that in the next election, especially at a time when they want to mess with the Constitution, your rights, you must reject the Jamaica Labour Party. Always remember this. Anytime you say Isaac Buchanan, I am you. So if they say them better than me, they might try to tell you say them better than you, and that can't go so. That is what you're going to reject. So look out for your brothers and sisters. They left Jamaica looking for a better life. Some of them made mistakes, and because of politics, they are being returned. Have some compassion for them. Have some empathy for them, because you never know which one of them is going to be an attorney at law and free your loved ones. All right? The word is love and blessings.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to add to that. Big up Isaac Buchanan. Like, seriously, what I don't need to say a thing. That was perfect. That was on point. Let's continue. That was on point, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go to the boss himself.
Comrade leader, comrades on the platform, including the Gensec. Oi, my brethren, Bobby. Comrade chairman for life. Hey, Wagwan. Hey, tell me, you still love me? Aye! Well, I love you like cook food.
KD Knight, hey, KD Knight full of style, you know, man. KD Knight, you still love me? You still love me like, well, I love you like cook food. We got a peace officer them on the stage.
And me and you going to work together with every comrade to get rid of the man who was sent back the other day. That man, Andrew, he's got to go. I tell you, we're waiting, but we're not going to wait and wait, because we want Comrade Mark Golden as the next Prime Minister and true leader. The country lacks leadership now. So, Comrade Mark Golden, your time is now. Your time is now. Well, you know, like I said, I'm not going to be long, but I have a little person I want you to know. Anybody ever hear about Northeast St. Andrew? All right, a man up there named Delroy Chuck. Well, Chuck, no, I can't say it that way. But him get, no, I have to put it another way. Chuck run out of luck. I have a little baby girl that I'm going to introduce you to. I want you to love her like how you love me. I want to know that you will take care of her wherever you see her, like how you take care of me. I'm going to say one thing before I'm going to make you see her. You know why the labor rights must go? They pass laws, and when they break the law, they want to change the law. No Sankey can sing so. And guess who won't break the law? The Minister of Justice on behalf of the Prime Minister. Well, let me tell you something. As long as I am around, Chuck now go back in a parliament after the next election.
Wow. What an open declaration from KD Knight. Yo, tell right Chuck in a trouble, you know? You mean that trouble for true, man? May I tell you?
Come here, little girl. You know who this? It's my daughter, this. My firstborn. She look like her mother. So she look good. But she tough as bitch like her father. She not running because she want to get some of what Chuck a take where I'm not supposed to take. She's running because she wants to represent the hopes and aspirations of the people of Northeast St. Andrew and beyond.
Hold on. Northeast St. Andrew. Me have got to do some digging. Hold on there.
She wants to be in Parliament to sit beside people like Natalie Nitagavi. And Pat Sutherland. And Damien, the one named Crawford. And so on her behalf, I'm asking you to keep in touch with everybody, every comrade you know in the Northeast St. Andrew, and tell them, vote for Stacey so that Chuck will go home.
So lad, see I tell me say, KD Knight, daughter I run against Delroy Chuck, you mean a trouble? You mean a trouble? You mean a trouble, people?
You're going to say hello? And look here, it's the first time she ever got talk before a crowd breeds up. So, but can't you just say howdy? You want to hear her say howdy? All right.
Northwest St. Catherine, good night. I want the crowd to big up on itself for bringing out all the comrades from all over Jamaica. I say, forward with Crawford. And in Northeast St. Andrew, everything gonna be right with Stacey Knight.
Mama, wait, hold on, the mama full of vibes, man. Everything's gonna be right with Stacey Knight. No, sir, she get that from her father, because KD Knight full of lyrics, you know. KD Knight full of lyrics. A lady of few words, but man, she connect with that one day. Boy, they right, Chuck. You know, look good, my friend. You know, look good. Let's continue.
Tears of land.
You know, look good.
Comrade Chairman.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just acknowledge our comrade leader.
Man himself.
And the next Prime Minister of Jamaica starting 2025.
Man himself.
Let me also recognize your next Member of Parliament, Comrade Damien Crawford. All of the other comrades on the platform, comrades in the audience, greetings. Today, I want to say a few things. But at the beginning, I want to ask you, the comrades of Northwest St. Catherine, you have some work to do because you have to wrap up this constituency early and free up Damien so he can go on road, go help some other people, because our mission is that we must win this next general elections. So, now hold on. I don't know joke business enough. I am telling you, as the General Secretary of the party, I don't want your Northwest and murmur say you know see and you know this, because him have to do some work to help some other constituency to cross over the line, because I win, we want to win the election.
Teamwork, make it dream work.
I realize that the other side nervous. And because them get nervous, they try a whole heap of things and a bag of things.
Yeah.
The other day a man said to me, if me no hear Apka call for me resign from ECJ work. Me tell him say me a Apka no size so Apka can call up my name, because Bounty Killer no clash with Tanto Blocks.
Emotional damage. Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
Now look at you two who don't know nothing about this can come run up and get me if you run behind them and follow up them. I have realized that they want to twist everything that is said and turn it how they want to turn it. I am speaking on behalf of farmers in Jamaica, and wherever I go, I'm going to speak on behalf of the local farmers in Jamaica, because we must eat what we grow, and we must grow what we eat, and we must import and export the rest. We have 1,950 hectares of land in agro-parks. Only 30% of it is currently being used. 1,950 hectares of land in the agro-parks, and only 30% of it being used because they are not interested in the farmers of this country. The agro-parks have been road, it have irrigation, and it have drainage, but they don't care about that, because they have JLP, MP, and their friend import food coming to Jamaica, and they feel like we're afraid to talk. When we take it over, we are going to cut out that so that the poor man will planting thing can get to sell him thing. I know that they're going to target me when I start talking like this, but I am not afraid. My butt big and my butt broad, and I am standing for the poor people of this country, and I will fight for them as long as there's breath in my body.
Don't show your face, Mr. Cat, God, them can't.
No, so Dr. Dayton play. Remember that.
So I made a proposal. I made
Blind
a
shot, big
proposal
up.
for an agriculture development fund. The Prime Minister of the country says it's a stupid idea. But me not listen to him, because Andrew can't come in a bright argument with me. No there, no place, nowhere.
Turn up the thing. Where him say? Whoa, wait. No, sir, Andrew. I want to go stir up this man for. What did he say?
So I made a proposal.
Yeah.
I made a proposal for an agriculture development fund. The Prime Minister of the country says it's a stupid idea. But me not listen to him, because Andrew can't come in a bright argument with me. No there, no place, nowhere.
Damn. Damn. What I did with Andrew, so?
The reason why we need the agriculture development fund, we need it because we need to make money accessible to people so that they can go into farming. We need it because we need to build out storage facility so that when you apply your things in a rat now you lose everything. I hear them a run up their mouth about, oh, me want increase food price. Agriculture is the best example of the market economy at work. If I ask anybody in this crowd, when you have glut, warm to food prices, it drop a ground. When you have scarcity, warm to food prices, it go up.
Yep.
If we increase local production of food, food prices will go down
Easily.
and not up. We want to ease the cost of living on the people of this country, and we want you to eat good food.
What do you
Because
mean?
when you eat some of this imported food, you end up with all sorts of sickness.
Box. Play that back. That have to play back. No, sir. You might talk pure facts there, sir. I have to play that back. No, sir. Dr. Dayton Campbell Bunny real fire.
The reason why we need the agriculture development fund, we need it because we need to make money accessible to people so that they can go into farming. We need it because we need to build out storage facility so that when you apply your things in a rat now you lose everything. I hear them a run up their mouth about, oh, me want increase food price. Agriculture is the best example of the market economy at work. If I ask anybody in this crowd, When you have glut, warm to food prices, it drop a ground. When you have scarcity, warm to food prices, it go up. If we increase local production of food, food prices will go down and not up. We want to ease the cost of living on the people of this country. And we want you to eat good food, because when you eat some of this imported food, you end up with all sorts of sickness. With all of these tariff and counter tariff that are going on in the world, we cannot leave our food up to foreign country. We have enough land down here and we have enough capable people so that we will produce what we need to eat.
People, these are the most important conversation that needs to be had in Jamaica. Outside of border security, food security is right at the top of the list. I am with Mr. Dr. Nathan Campbell 100% on this one.
We now apologize for lobbying for the farmers of this country. But a few years ago, they thought that our party was dead. A few years ago, they thought we could not revive this party and win this election that is coming up. Now that them realize that the country is energized and ready for the People's National Party, they will come with all sorts of arms house. No. I want to send a warning to them other green people. Let me explain something to you. Read my lips. It is impossible for labor rights to put Nathan Campbell under pressure. Take it out of your mind. You can't put me under pressure. You can't shut me up, because anywhere I go, I'm going to talk, and we are going to stay on the road, and we are going to talk for the people, and we are going to ensure that the PNP is victorious in the next election. I see them want to attack the leader, them want to attack myself. It's all right, not a problem. But me used to overcoming challenges from me a boy. First, people attacked my reputation in the most vicious way about 3 years ago. Then after that, shots fire over one station and them tell lie, say me. Them say me make it happen. Now them a come tell lie about me misallocate money. I don't work a parish council. I don't have no standing for instruct no parish council, so I can misappropriate anything. Any boy or girl will say so, me and them are going to courthouse, starting with Mr. Vegas.
Vegas, you hear that? Hey, you hear that?
Emotional damage.
Remember, I think you wanna play? Hey, you can't stay there. Go and call up Dr. Nathan Campbell name for them something. Go and do it. Go and do it, man. Go and tell lie, man.
So, Mr. Vegas, you better die, do and take away yourself and pay up some money, because you cannot escape this one. I want to finish by going in the scripture. Because you know me, I try to find myself back home to my roots, you know. So I try, every time I talk, I share a little bit of the word with you. Because we have to use the word for strength away at times. And me now just come here and talk, now look at Psalm about fight against me enemy and fight against them that fight against me. We are going a deep scripture tonight. We're going in the book of Nehemiah. When they destroyed the wall and the Jews decide that they're going to build it back. Just like how we set out that we are going to rebuild the People's National Party. Them all Sambalat and Tobiah. Them get up and them say, look at these feeble Jews. Do they really think that they can rebuild this wall? I heard some of them a few years ago. Look at Mark Golden with the chatty mouth Nathan Campbell beside him. Do they think they can really revive the People's National Party? We
Collectively, we went out there and we worked hard and we have rebuilt the wall. Understand? When they started working and them sister look at progress are gone, then come now if you come try distract you. And when the distraction no work, then come now if you come try disrupt them, say make we attack them. That them say, you know, Comrade Jackson. They say make we go attack them in the night and sneak up on them. Same thing. Them I want to get up now and say make we go attack them. Because first them did say I know nothing, but now them see it serious, them say make we go attack them. Well, like Brother Nehemiah, he had his building instrument in one hand and he had his sword in the next hand. As we rebuild, we are fight off these old Sambalat and Tobias that's trying to distract us from the work that we are doing. So as we rebuild and continue to work for the people of Jamaica, I am encouraging the comrades tonight. We are going to rebuild with one hand and we are going to fight off the laborites and them lion wicked self with the other hand. Because they can run, but they can't hide.
Mighty
because
God.
at some point this year, they must call the election. And when they call that election, them are going to get a beating. They must get a beating. Them have to get a beating. The word is
My God. My God. Dr. Dayton Campbell with as usual a spirited you know, a spirited speech there. But may I agree with him. Now, this meeting was cut short because of some curfew thing. How much I want to believe, say, that curfew something there was orchestrated? How much I want to believe, say, it was a plot and a guys for cripple the momentum, or try to cripple the momentum and the feel and the gathering of the People's National Party in this era right here. I don't think it was successful, but at the same time, do you think the intention was to do so? Let me know in the comment section. Alright, let's continue. And guys, remember to hit the like button. Alright, we're supposed to be at 100 plus likes now, no sir?
Hey, microphone, yeah man. Comrade Chairman, comrades on the platform. Big up my General Secretary, a man in whom I have a whole heap of confidence and trust. Big up the man of the moment, the next Member of Parliament here in Northwest St. Catherine, Comrade Damian Crawford. People, we know the state of emergency is on the land up in these parts. And we don't want to violate any situation. So I'm not going to talk for long. I just want the people of this constituency to know that I am depending on you to deliver Damian Crawford to Garden House when the time comes to be upside me and to deal with the education portfolio to uplift the youth them of Jamaica and carry our system of education to a higher height. Comrades, I was going to talk a little bit about the constitutional reform situation. I only want to say one thing about it because time is against us. We want to give the ordinary Jamaican man and woman access to justice. Right now, under the King of England system, you don't have access to justice unless you're a multi-millionaire or you're on death row and some lawyers are foreign, sorry for you, and take your case for free. Them call it pro bono. We have established an excellent court for the region. We being the region, Jamaica put its money in the trust fund to fund the court. Jamaica helped to be part of the design to make sure the court is independent and strong with men of intellect and integrity to adjudicate the cases of the people. And the court uses audiovisual technology and it moves from island to island so you can take your case there if you need to and it don't cost you an arm and a leg. And I say to Andrew Holness again, why you want to deprive the people of Jamaica of access to justice, which is their fundamental right? Why, Andrew? Why you want to con me and tell me say it's phase 2 when I know you can't be trusted when it comes to anything you say? And we will not be conned. We want justice for the people now.
People want to hear what the man say. They don't trust Andrew Honest because of previous things that it was said and not carried out. I wouldn't trust him either. Because he promised the people how much he's going to do in 100 days and about 100 days multiplied by about 10,000 gone already and when I see nothing when he say I'm going to do. How can you trust a man like that? I totally agree with them. Totally. Miss Brown, Ines Brown, big up.
So comrades, I want constitutional reform and we have been fighting for it for decades. We want to establish a republic. We want full sovereignty for our people. Time come for Jamaica to believe in itself and run its own affairs. But we're not into this piecemeal approach where they're putting the cart before the horse. Justice is important for the people and we stand up for justice and we say, if you want to move forward, come and talk to us with respect and give us some good argument. Otherwise, the show will not go on. And comrades, the next PNP government will be a government of the people. When Sister P took it at the beginning of 2012, we had to solve the public financial crisis of the country. The Labourites had taken the economy and wrecked it on the reef. And we had to float the boat and get the debt coming down to a level where it can be managed. But now we're past that. It's a stage now where the people are hungry and the people frustrated and they want hope and they want to see a Jamaica where them don't have to think about going to foreign because opportunities are right here for them. So whether it be the farmers or whether it be the teachers or whether it be the nurses and doctors or the police officers, enough respect to all officers in the place. PNP have to look after you because we respect you as being the backbone of this country and we want a better Jamaica for all our way. So comrades and friends, as I say, I don't come to violate. So I only have one more thing to do tonight. And that is to formally present to you, where there? Where the general there? To formally present to you your candidate for Northwest St. Catherine at the next general elections. I give to you a man who is brilliant, a man who is creative, a man of integrity, a hard worker, and a man who will serve you well. Comrade Damian Crawford.
People, you know how much people don't like that picture, yeah? You know how much people this upset them. It upset them to see Damian Crawford in a full support of the People's National Party leader, Mark Golding. They so want to cause a divide amongst Dr. Dayton Campbell with Mark Golding and Damian Crawford with Mark Golding. Them really would have loved to see them two man there not deal with them and probably have some selfish intention and not working as a team basically. They would have loved to see it. But I call them the three horsemen. Alright? As long as Dr. Dayton Campbell, Damian Crawford, and Mark Golding stick together as leadership of the PNP, them in a good standings. Once them operate with integrity, them in a good standings. Because you have the brilliance of Damian Crawford, you have the brilliance of Mr. Mark Golding as well, when it comes to being a lawyer. Brilliance in terms of Dr. Damian Crawford in terms of teaching. You understand what I say and understand what the youth them need. Because education is something that is so important for any nation build. Right? You have Dr. Dayton Campbell now, the agricultural genius now, which is also, he's also a doctor by profession. Which him have all of the right ideas and a man was strong. A man with outspoken, a man with passionate and whole heap of energy. You need a type of man like that to deal with agriculture. Because he is a man who can motivate the youth and make them know, so watch your brethren. Farming is the thing. Right? And we can come out of poverty using farming, and we, the government, is going to help you by giving you land. Helping you with land. Affordable land so they can become millionaires and billionaires if you do this thing the right way. Right? And everything at the end of the day, we just say, from my perspective, it needs to be under God. God have it in it. You can't live out God out of it. You feel me I say? Yeah, but I don't want to talk too much, so. Yeah, man. This them no like, see, man. This is what them eat. But them a go tired for see him face. Can't get Marky G out of the race. Remember that. Marky G is solidified right now. Them for know.
Respect. Respect. Love.
Love.
Jah will never give the power. One come. Time alone.
Only time will tell. Think them in, but them living in. One Damian Crawford.
First of all, I carried my 4 counselors to stand here with me to show Bobby Pickersgill how the money that I bet him will be divided.
Right, there we go. What kind of money that?
Bobby Pickersgill $50,000 that I will break his record in Northwest St. Catherine. And Tinglin I get 10, Rose I get 10, Grant I get 10, Garrix I get 10. I mean I know how me I get 20. That means the interest I go upon the money. I have to say thank you to Bobby Pickersgill, long-time mentor and key supporter of mine and the Northwest St. Catherine. I want to say special recognition, of course, to the leader of the People's National Party. And I want to thank him for placing me in Northwest St. Catherine, a place that match my opinions, my attitude, my values, my beliefs, my morals. And you don't know them already, I know. You're not so bright.
Emotional damage.
I go further. My more ways and my folk ways. But I love this constituency. And I will never sell out East Rural St. Andrew. Because of them boss me in this thing. And I love them same way. And I will always pay respect to East Portland. Love them same way. But Jonah could not be comfortable until Jonah went where Jesus sent him. They think I alone know Bible. But I will tell you something. The people are not fools. They will never choose Judas over Jonah. I am Jonah. Wanna make me feel welcome. Wanna make me feel comfortable. Wanna make me feel motivated. Hey, see some of them look up picnic them, all my student them there. At what time now, because they have maths work for God, you know, me not ramp, you know. But comrades, thank you very much for what you have done today. I have made many a sacrifice for this party. I've put in a lot of effort. And sometimes you lay down in your bed, you wonder, when your knee and your back and your neck are hurting, is it worth it? But when I see how my colleagues showed up for me today, from all over Jamaica, when I see Andrea Perkins from Hanover reach here for the motorcade, love and honor. When Mrs. South Chilani, when I see Andrea Higgins, my neighbor, love. But in particular, when tears come to my eye, is when Councillor Troop called me. Say, what time the motorcade start? I said, it start 10 man, but at 4 o'clock for you. I said, I'm there from last night. That is.
Hey, but now I lie still, you know. The way how Damian Crawford support everybody campaign, I really never expected anything less. I really expected what he's seeing happen. Everybody is supporting him back. This is teamwork right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is camaraderie, and that is exactly how it's supposed to go. Love it.
This is the type of love that we have in the People's National Party. And I said to you, my comrades, that I observed in the other day when I meditate, because you see tingling and grant them at night people. I got my bed 8:30. But I wake up back 3:30 when them asleep till 12. And I meditate on one thing, that slavery ended in 1833. That means that we have 192 years since slavery ended. If you look on it, Comrade Golden, we have 2 terms before 200 years of slavery ended. I don't think this is what they were thinking when they said we shall overcome. You see, when our great-great-great-grandfather and grandmother said we shall overcome, them never said Wednesday. Them never said Thursday. Them never said next month. They said we shall overcome someday. It means that they were looking so far in the future that they could not define the date of overcome. They were seeking to overcome in their children. I don't think that this is what they mean when they say we shall overcome. For some people, they have a 1 in 36 chance of eating, because if cash pot no make dog follow puss, some people can't buy dinner. I don't think that this is what they meant by we shall overcome. For people in a pain, they're on a waiting list for 9 months, 10 months before they can get a surgery. For you drop and broke your hand and you don't get it fixed until it fixes itself, and you have to broke back that hand. I don't think. Oh, and respect the police. Got them there every whole day. But I don't think, that this is what they meant. That we have to go to bed early because criminal and gangster have taken over our society. Free. The police, them I say it look like we are reached near. We passed the time because of state of emergency. But comrades, no man, I saw it go, because we're there from 10 o'clock this morning. And you will always get time to hear the Freedom Manifesto. Because what I wanted to talk to you today about was freedom. 3 types of freedom. The freedom to dream, the freedom to be, and the freedom to achieve. You see, the freedom. Yeah. Them say the local combination. Mine a style them a try, you know. Mine them a try show the local combination here where I go deal with the culture local way, you know. Because the police, them want freedom too, you know. Because too much police can't get a license firearm even though they have a government firearm. And when them carry back them government firearm, they're at risk of the criminals because somehow they can't qualify for a licensed firearm. So how you can carry a M16 in the day and you can't carry a 9mm in the night? Comrades.
Oh, that is a perfect way, because I right to say it really ending, ladies and gentlemen. But that's a perfect way for me really touch upon the topics where him touch upon. Obviously, Andrew Wellness get rid of him in that situation, ladies and gentlemen. As a can hear, right? You always get rid of him, just get be a stress. Right? I mean, from the constitutional reform to them stance on agriculture, the way them approach agriculture, right? the Integrity Commission situation, him being in court with them. This entire government, Delroy Chuck, get rid of them as well. The police them. I found that mighty interesting when I found out years ago that every police now have a licensed firearm. I never understood it. I just I don't think I stood a chance of getting a licensed firearm after understanding that every police don't have a licensed firearm. No, don't get me wrong, If a police is exerting certain levels of behavior where he is not being, he's a hothead then, not calm, not moving in a way where somebody that is an officer should move, in my opinion. They have to be well tempered and disciplined, right? Even in high situations like that where it's volatile and it's they have to be at another level. Do you guys notice how the British High Guard, those gentlemen, is seeing those funny hats? I'm not being funny, but those are some funny hats. The way how them dress and so, they don't even have a licensed firearm, and they stand up still like a statue and they will not move. You'll be there just looking at them and they are so disciplined. Like, try some funny stuff, they're just there. You feel me? So that level of discipline is what officers, whether you're from the JCF, JDF, it don't matter. That's the type of discipline that you're supposed to have at the end of the day. You understand? And I'm saying the only reason why an officer should not have a licensed firearm or should be granted one, in my opinion, is if, one, you check their background where they're coming from and it might be compromised. And furthermore, if you check their background and it's compromised, why are they a police officer in the first place? I don't think we're doing background checks on a lot of these officers that come into the force, Because if they did, a lot of them wouldn't be in the force. You know what I'm saying? Who are they connected to? Who are their family members? Who them link with? They wouldn't be in the force. Right? So, when you see some of the unalivings of police in Jamaica, I get it. But there is enough police there, I think, that is, well-tempered, that should have a licensed firearm to protect themselves and protect their family and their property wherever they live. Some of them live in some police not even live nowhere. Some police not even live in a good apartment because they not even get paid enough. No, them really need to sort out the police them, honestly. How you actually carry one M16 in the day and you're not qualified to carry a licensed firearm at night? Make it make sense. That's just crazy to me. But those were the speeches from all the relevant gentlemen, Mr. Damien Crawford, KD Knight, and of course Dr. Dayton Campbell, Isaac Buchanan, you know what I'm saying? And let me know what y'all think about what was said and what was highlighted in that one, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we have got to take one commercial break, because I need to use the restroom and come back, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, there's a video that I did that you guys did not pay attention to in terms of a live stream. I'm gonna go over it, so no worries. Listen to this in the meantime. Quick and see if this thing is working. Microphone check. Microphone check. I just wanted to come and share this story real quick because mental health is something that, in my estimate, doesn't get a lot of attention here in Jamaica already, which is unfortunate. So when I heard this story, it's like, wow. Hold on, let me see. Okay, we good, we straight. All right, that's what's up. Ba, 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 ba. We got a good thing going there with the audio. We got a good thing there going with the audio. Let me place this other microphone right here. All right, we have a good thing going with the audio, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing? Don't worry about the dark screen. I'll soon fix that. All right, the phone is down. Just hit the like button for me coming through the door. All right, that's all I ask. So I was speaking to a very close individual of mine earlier, and they brought my attention to a TikTok video of a young lady. Splash Digi, what's going on? And this story is Christopher Tufton, whoever is in charge of mental health in Jamaica, in terms of services the hospital, the doctors. This is on you. And the last time I checked, Christopher Tufton is the person that is in charge of that. So, public service announcement. We need to share this video, ladies and gentlemen, because you know who to tell how many persons out there is suffering like this lady is. You get what I'm saying? And it's a very, very serious thing. It's not a joke thing. I know in Jamaica we don't take mental health very seriously, which is sad. All right. People that have mental health issues are usually joked upon, and it only makes the matters worse. When I say you're drunk, Splash Digit, take it easy, man. Take it easy. All right. Somebody call Christopher Tufton there. All right. Somebody call Christopher Tufton. You need to hear about this. All right. And them need to listen about this. So come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Please share the video. Share the video. Okay, share the video for me. Thank you. Hit the like button. All you have to do is tap the screen 2 times, guys. That's all you have to do. Tap the screen 2 times. All right. Just give me a second. Let me phone get to go in that video. I was really shocked. I mean, I know. And yes, this has to do with Christopher Tufton for sure. That's a fact. Wait till you hear this. This is a real craziness going on in Jamaica, yeah, man. I don't know. I really don't know. What are we going to do as a people, man? What are we going to do as a people? We're getting hit by so many different waves. You know what I mean? The education, the healthcare, the roads, you know what I mean? The physical abuse, the mental abuse.
When you write, your tone influences how readers respond. With Grammarly, just highlight your text and type how you want to sound. Get your message right every time. Download it for free at Grammarly.com.
Oh, yes, we did! You asked for it and we listened. Pay for your Domino's Pizza online. Just head on over to dominos.com.jm or download the Domino's Jamaica app to order and pay for your pizza for carryout or delivery. It's quick, easy, secure, and at your fingertips. Convenience never tasted this good. So what are you waiting for? Order and pay online now at dominos.com.jm.
And then in Jamaica, they say, oh, you know, you're soft. No. What you are is insensitive. A lot of you are is insensitive. You guys don't get it. But you're gonna learn today. We're gonna speak on it today. Let me turn this on. And then we can start the show now. All right, here we go. All right, so here's the young lady, guys. Here's the young lady, right? And we're gonna hear her story, what she has to tell. It's a long video, and I think it's like 9 minutes. So let's get into it. Right,
and I decided that I need to see a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I prefer a psychiatrist. I don't know. I think I want to see a psychiatrist because we just feel like they'll be able to better assist me. I did not quit.
Shout out to the people that are still here, man. Salute to y'all. All right, so yeah, like I said, I had to take a bathroom break real quick. Let's go to Senator Scott Motley. Hey, man, oh man. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy, that was that was powerful.
From whom alone cometh all counsel. Morris was born in 1997. So young. And all of these references that you make to 1972 show just how out of touch Senator Fitzhenry is with the population.
Did somebody delete my comments on this video? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. I remember specifically leaving comments on this video, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Oh, man, that sucks. Yo. This is insane.
We would firstly have to educate them because some people have never seen a constitution. Highly educated people amongst us have never had the opportunity to see a constitution. And focused on the mandate of corruption.
One second, yeah. Give me a second.
Well, let me start. Senator Hill, you have prompted me to refer to the first act of corruption, which it is alleged
that we extend is only her.
Yo, I can't believe they did that, you know. Whoever runs the page, whoever runs the page for the PBC, they deleted my comment. Wow. I dropped a comment in there, you know what I'm saying, just for reference. But, alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to highlight something that Senator Scott Motley said about corruption in Jamaica. And I think this piece right here needs to be highlighted by itself. It's that important. Alright, what she said was paramount. So let's get into it.
The Senator's time has expired. Let me extend it for her to finish her presentation. In favor? Senator Scott Motley.
Thank you very much, Senator Hill. You know, Senator Fitzhenley spoke about corruption. And we all have to acknowledge that there is corruption on both sides. There's always been. Nobody has a monopoly on it. But when you come here and you pretend that your side has only done wonderful things for Jamaica, and that your side has never done an act of corruption. Well, let me start. Senator Hill, you have prompted me to refer to the first act of corruption, which it is alleged took place under the Andrew Holness-led administration in 2016. And you know why that one can't leave my mind? Because crime is something that all of this country is concerned about. When one person dies, all of us feel it. We feel unsafe. We feel unsure, and we are frightened. And the first act of corruption which came to light was a used car police scandal. I mean, seriously? Seriously? Of all the things to choose, you spend the money on used cars for the police. And up to now today, the used cars not delivered. After you say,
embarrassing. He needs some milk.
That crime is on your priority. Money on used car corruption which came to light was a used car police scandal. I mean, seriously? Seriously? Of all the things to choose, you spend the money on used cars for the police. And up to now today, the used cars not delivered. After you
What can go so? What can go so?
say that crime is on your priority. No, but if you're going to buy the used car, at least get them. At least get them because make a start. But not even that have we got. You talk, and you use my words. I just want to remind you about the campaign when Andrew Holness was challenged for leadership and the scurrilous accusations which were made against him. And I want to remind you in particular that Minister Delroy Chuck, who now twists himself in a pretzel over the Integrity Commission to the point where people are saying, is everything okay with Minister Chuck? Was one of those who said that Andrew should resign because after the court ruling, he said he was not fit to lead the Jamaica Labour Party. What can go so? So you have come such full circle in the protection of the leader. The leader has not been certified.
Well, may I tell you, say, Andrew, you can't escape this judgment.
From all accounts, there are matters which are concerning and it cannot be certified. And none of you find a problem with that? It's not one of us, you know, it's not just a senator, it's not just a parliamentarian. It's a person who sets the moral compass for the entire country.
Now, this part of it, ladies and gentlemen, I have been saying this for a while. The fact that not even one of the JLP member them find a problem with Andrew Holness' position and has spoken out against it is alarming. It's like Alibaba and the 40 thief. You understand what I say? I don't care whether or not you want to say, oh, but it hasn't been proven that he's actually corrupt. Guys, stop living in delusion. Alright? something just is not right. It's not. And you just can look at this. If you just read the report, you know that something isn't right with this dude. Alright? All indications suggest the man should resign immediately. And the people that follow him, they are supporting him instead of saying, no, you need to resign immediately because you're making us look bad. What does that say about them? Are they all entangled in some type of conspiracy? Is it possible that these gag orders that was taken out is to make sure that, people don't speak about what they know because they're a part of it? Is it possible? I'm just asking if it's possible. The fact of the matter is it don't look good. Jamaica does say it don't look good enough. It does not look good, ladies and gentlemen. Right? And I find a problem with the fact that nobody in the Jamaica Labour Party is speaking against Andrew Onis. Nobody have substance. I don't expect nobody at the lower level. I mean, somebody in the parliament need to say, no, brother. First of all, this 28 bank accounting and all of these companies, you doing a doctorate while we in our time that was the biggest crisis for Jamaica. Where's your priorities? Like, we don't trust you to be the man that is steering the ship. We just don't. We have no vote of confidence anymore. And the first person that should... You expect the opposition to say that, but where's the integrity from the rest of the parliament? The one that is actually running the government. Where is the JLP people in the government? Why are we not hearing from them? Why are they silent? Silent means consent. Right? So I don't trust them. I don't trust them. And I'm glad she made this point publicly. And let's hear it again.
What can go so? So you have come such full circle in the protection of the leader. The leader has not been certified. From all accounts, there are matters which are concerning and it cannot be certified. And none of you find a problem with that? It's not one of us, it's not just a senator, it's not just a parliamentarian. It's a person who sets the moral compass for the entire country. And on top of it, he goes to the court to ask the court to declare a bill which was passed by this government of Jamaica in 2017, piloted by Minister Delroy Chuck, who now criticizes every clause as though he has never read it.
That part is interesting. I did not know that. Delroy Chuck tabled this bill. How then, you have to question him telling the parliamentarians not to give tell the IC that your spouses don't want to give you the information or something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. But for him to give them that advice, knowing the legislation, which he should have read because they tabled it, they put it out there, they solidified it. This is now the law as a legislator, and he's a King's Counsel. Yo, Delroy Chuck need to come down. And I'm glad KD Knight is on his ASS. He needs to come down.
To the court, to ask the court to declare a bill which was passed by this government of Jamaica in 2017, piloted by Minister Delroy Chuck, who now criticizes every clause as though he has never read it. The Prime Minister goes to the court to ask the court to declare it unconstitutional. It is amazing that the double standards are so glaring to the public that they see that parliamentarians will do everything to protect themselves. And if the law don't suit them, then just simply go to court or change it.
Come on, man. It is amazing, isn't it, Miss Scott Motley? Isn't it amazing? It's amazing. That line right there is going to be etched in time. I'm going to clip that up. What time stamp is that? 1:57? 1 hour and 57 minutes. I'm going to clip that up. It is amazing what parliamentarians will do, ladies and gentlemen. They will either change the law or something to cover their own ASS. They don't want to follow the law. They just want to make the laws. As soon as the laws don't fit them, they want to remove the laws. And I'm glad that a member of the parliament is calling it out, because it needs to be said. This is exactly what is happening. Andrew Holness never had a problem with the Integrity Commission until the Integrity Commission could not certify his statutory declaration. He was the one that made a bold speech telling the world, telling the opposition that they should not go against the Integrity Commission while he is now going against them. What can go so? Huh? He had a bold speech. And I need to click that up into our audio. I have it on my soundboard. He had a bold speech in one of the conferences, I think it was 2019. Oh, we have established the Integrity Commission and that we need to help them. You know, they're a young group and we need to feed them. We don't need to criticize them. You know, it is important because, you know, we have to fight corruption. Few years later, now we want to take them to court for repeal the same act that he tabled. That doesn't scream guilt. Eh?
Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
Somebody please tell me say that don't scream guilt. It screams guilt. You don't need, it's not a rocky science. We don't need, I personally don't need any evidence in court to tell me say, form my opinion about Andrew Holness guilty status or non-guilty status. I've already come to a conclusion based off the evidence that I've seen and based off his actions. I've already come to a it screams guilt. I just don't know how guilty he is. And that's why I want to do further investigation, which he is not allowing because he is the one that is the Prime Minister and controls those agencies in the Prime Minister's office, the FID. How can you be investigated by the office that you run? That is the definition of conflict of interest. He needs to resign. And we will not going to stop talking about it. Right? Nationwide wants to talk about everything else, but that Andrew Holness needs to resign. Delroy Chuck needs to resign. Anybody that comes up against the Integrity Commission needs to resign. They have no evidence of them going against the law. They have been operating within the law. But they still want to discredit them. Why? I have to ask the question, are you worried that you are one of the illicit 8? You understand?
The people deserve more. The people deserve better. And that is why they have asked for impeachment provisions, because they want a say. But, Mr. President, I have been asking some persons a question. Small business owners, large business owners. And I've asked them, if you hire a CEO to run your business.
Listen to this.
And you watch your business declining. You're losing money. There is no growth in your country, in your business, I'm sorry. No growth. Everything is just leaking out. All the projections which were there, nothing has been achieved. And you find out that your CEO on the job is operating 28 bank accounts, passing $473 million through these accounts, and is doing a doctorate. Is doing a doctorate on the job. What would you do with that person? All
emotional damage.
Doctorate on the job. What would you do with that person? Everybody, regardless of which side.
Do you really want?
Passing 470 parades which were there, nothing has been achieved. And you find out that your CEO on the job is operating 28 bank accounts. I want to remind you in particular that Minister Delroy Chuck, who now twists himself in a pretzel over the Integrity Commission to the point where people are saying, is everything okay with Minister Chuck?
So what?
Was one of those who said that Andrew should resign.
Yes.
Because after the court ruling, he said he was not fit to lead the Jamaica Labour Party. What can go so? So you have come such full circle in the protection of the leader. The leader has not been certified. From all accounts, there are matters which are concerning and it cannot be certified. And none of you find a problem with that? It's not one of us, you know, it's not just a senator, it's not just a parliamentarian, it's a person who sets the moral compass for the entire country. And on top of it, he goes to the court to ask the court to declare a bill which was passed by this government of Jamaica in 2017, piloted by Minister Delroy Chuck, who now criticizes every clause as though he has never read it. The Prime Minister goes to the court to ask the court to declare it unconstitutional. It is amazing that the double standards are so glaring to the public that they see that parliamentarians will do everything to protect themselves. And if the law don't suit them, then just simply go to court or change it. The people deserve more. The people deserve better. And that is why they have asked for impeachment provisions, because they want a say. But, Mr. President, I have been asking some persons a question. Small business owners, large business owners. And I've asked them, if you hire a CEO to run your business, and you watch your business declining, you're losing money. There is no growth in your country, in your business, I'm sorry. No growth. Everything is just leaking out. All the projections which were there, nothing has been achieved. And you find out that your CEO on the job is operating 28 bank accounts, passing $473 million through these accounts, and is doing a doctorate. Is doing a doctorate on the job. What would you do with that person? Everybody, regardless of which side they supported, because I didn't put it as a political question, them say you'd have to fire him. Yeah. You would have to fire any such person, because it would be clear. It would be clear. I borrow the president's word. It would be pellucid that your CEO is not paying any attention to your business. And I say to the people of this country, Andrew Holness is not paying attention to your business. So what we're seeing is a country which is heading towards recession. We are seeing a country, Minister Hill, where I remember, export. That was your mantra, export.
Emotional damage.
White people, I tell them say, if me love Miss Scott Motley one more time, tell the truth. If Andrew Holness was running his business and he caught somebody that is a CEO operating the way that he is operating with the Jamaican people's government and business, our business, right? He would have fired that person long time. Andrew Holness, you're fired. Yeah, you are fired. The Jamaican people have already decided that you are fired. Right? All you're doing now, you're a sinking ship. You're a captain going down with the Titanic. Right? And you're still steering a sinking ship. You are a sinking ship. It's over. It is absolutely over. There's no way you can wiggle your way out of this and PR your way out of this. No way, shape, or form. You can't be trusted. Your family can't be trusted. The people that were supporting the Jamaica Labour Party, your business partner, them cannot be trusted. Nobody that is aligned to you in any way, shape, or form cannot be trusted to deal with Jamaican affairs anymore. We don't trust you. And the people that will watch me, if you don't trust them, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't trust them, put don't trust them in the comment section. Let them know. Let your voice be heard in the comment section. All well-thinking Jamaicans. This is ridiculous.
Are down. What are the numbers now? So all of the things, you can address it. All of the things, all of the indicators which we are looking at do show that the CEO is too busy doing other things to take care of the country. And he should be fired. He should be fired. I believe, listen, you all need to spend some time with some other people apart from yourselves. Because you actually live in a bubble. You actually live in a bubble. When you go all over the country, you're just talking to each other. And the infection, it don't matter if somebody has been there long or them just come. Somehow the infection spreads very rapidly. You understand? And you lose touch with what the people are feeling. Jamaica deserves to be great. Jamaica can be great. I quote former Prime Minister Golding when he says, and you know as soon as I said that the quote got out of my head, but he says there's too much. Let me paraphrase him. Because what he was saying is that there's so much about us which is so great for us not to realize our full potential. And we are great people. We have one of the greatest thinkers in the world acknowledged with Marcus Mosiah Garvey. We have the fastest man in the world, the fastest woman in the world, the most famous musician in the world, all coming from this country. We have started an entire religion. There is nothing which we cannot achieve. All we need is the leaders who will inspire us to achieve it. It's not too late for us to work our way through having a referendum.
PropertyWash.com.
That replaces the monarch as head of our country. Kavod, you know you tend to read the prayer a lot. And you have a very stentorial voice. And every time I hear you preach the part where you're praying for the king, I kind of wince. Because there are so many you could have prayed for the president. And we should have King Charles, after he leaves as a monarch, sending us orders from a foreign court. And we should at least have a court where lawyers and appellants don't have to get a visa to go. Just a simple respect. Respect is due. Mr. President, I thank you.
Well, there you have it. Senator Scott Motley on corruption, the state of Jamaica. Tehuti say, first time seeing Tehuti in the chat, say I don't trust them. Linda say I don't trust them. Dwayne White say I don't trust them. Suzette say I don't trust them. Yeah man, make no fight spirit man. Let no fight spirit man. You understand? So I did what? 2 hours and 33 minutes. Well, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. I got some work to do now. More than likely I'll be live later on because there's a lot of stuff that I missed. So catch me in the afternoon, maybe 5, 6 o'clock. See you guys then, alright? I think I'm going to go 4 o'clock. Yeah, 4 o'clock. I'll see you guys 4 o'clock. 4 hours from now, I'll be back. See y'all later, okay? Peace. I'm out. Y'all have a blessed day. Salute. Star Trek said, Andrew Bramwell, Lord have mercy, bang around. And all the labor rights should get a full force of the law. I agree. Totally agree. Yeah, man. Blessings to everybody. I want to encourage you guys to go and watch my playlist. Let me show you what I mean. I have some playlists, you know. I strategically made them because I know you guys miss a lot of my videos. Alright? You're not getting the notifications. So I have a playlist for every single day of the week. Sunday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Saturday, Friday. See? So today I dropped a video earlier. One video earlier before I went live. And I'll be dropping more videos today. Even in the 9 p.m. region, 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Alright, gentle people, make sure y'all sub up to the platform. Yes. How you guys like the new banner? I see the new banner up there. Yeah, man, representing Jamaica straight. You understand? Let me go to this page right here, guys. If you're not yet subbed up to this page, Bolo VNR Clips. Oh, I just need 10 more people to sub up. Come on, man. Hey, I got 79 people watching. I need 10 more people to sub up right now. 10 more people to sub up right now to get me to 1,000 subs. Let's go. Let me copy this and put it in the chat so it's easier for you guys. I need 10 more people to sub up right now to get me to 1,000 subs, man. Yes, sir. Stop playing with your boy. Get me up to 1,000 subs right now. Please, 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 please. Let's do this. Can we do this? Can we do this? There it is, y'all. Dropping the link in the chat. That's the link to my Bolo VNR clips. Come on. Let's go. Oh, the Cash App is right there. Nightbot, if you want to support the platform, if you like the page, you know what I'm saying? You could support me through the Cash App. You could support me through the PayPal. The Cash App is DH7220. The PayPal is BOLO876J. Alright, if you love the work. There you go, man. Come on, man. Let me see. Let me see if anybody subbed up. Let me see if anybody subbed up in real time. Sub up, y'all. Hit the link and sub up to Bolo VNR clips. Let's go. Let's go. Before I go, man. Yeah, y'all go sub up, man. I'm at 990. 990 subs. I need 10 more subs to get to 1,000. Who's with me? Who's with me? Anyway, we're almost there. We're gonna get there. If you already subbed up, it is what it is. See you guys later. I'm up out of here, man. Empress 13, big up yourself here, mama. Star Trek. Everybody. Laura. Tehutira. Lindell. Dwight. Suzette. Bless up on yourself. Miss Brown. Elena. Everybody, big up. Sooner look more. Fly, big up. Janet, big up. Patrick, big up. Yeah, man. Sassy 81, big up. Godson, big up. Fitzroy, big up. Velma, big up. Vernal. Vernal, Mr. Henry. Splash Digi, big up. Salute to everybody, man. Gideon, big up. Maxine, big up. Ryan Campbell, big up. Sooner or later.